Hi everyone, it's Robin from the Balanced Life, and I am going to show you some quick Pilates-inspired exercises and stretches that you can do in the car. So if you're going on a road trip, spending long hours in the car, these are exercises that you can sneak in safely while riding in the passenger seat, or that you can incorporate when you stop to get gas or at a rest stop. So my hope is that these will help you to reduce aches and pains that can be associated with sitting in the car for long hours, keep your blood flowing, and help you to feel healthy throughout your entire trip. So if you are riding, make sure you're riding in the passenger seat. You're not the driver when doing these stretches. That's my little disclaimer. But when you're sitting in the car, there are a couple of exercises we can do to help mobilize the spine, open up the hips, and release tension while riding. The first is a spine twist. So in our Pilates exercises, we often have our hands back behind our head and we're rotating the spine side to side. Well, in the car, you might not have that much space, so we can go ahead and put hands on shoulders, keeping the elbows nice and high. See how the car wants to dip us back into kind of this bucket seat position? We're going to actually roll forward so that our pelvis is upright. So our hips are stacked nice and tall, feet are flat on the ground. We're going to take those hands to the shoulders right in front of us, draw the waist in. Inhale as you rotate to one direction, and exhale, come back through center. Inhale to rotate, and exhale to center. So here you're going to start to loosen up some of those tight muscles in the upper to mid back. You're going to get the blood flowing through your spine, and it'll feel really good when you feel like you've just been stagnant for a while. So you can do this, I'd say about 10 times to each side. Make sure you're using your breath as you do it. We can also do a seated roll down. So sitting right here in your chair, depending on the size of your car, take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, just like a standing roll down, you're going to nod your chin towards your chest. You're going to roll forward slowly over your legs. Pull the belly button in up towards your spine and just imagine stacking your vertebrae one at a time until your head comes all the way back up over your shoulders. So notice I'm not leaning back. I'm actually getting into that nice long, tall spine. So again, we roll forward, letting the body stretch forward. Belly button lifts away from the thighs as you stack your spine back up, bringing everything back up into alignment. In there, you might even feel like you want to do a few tilts of the head side to side, a few shoulder rolls, just to loosen up tension in the neck and in the shoulders. The next stretch we can incorporate into the car is a version of the figure four. So, depends on your hips, depends on the car you're in, but if possible, you can scoot your hips and come into a seated figure four stretch. So you're crossing one ankle over the other and you're trying to sit up as tall as you can in the spine. So again, we're trying to get out of this position in the car, right? So we want to lengthen and lift the chest and sit up as tall as you can. Once you're in a flat back position, if you need or want a deeper stretch, you can hinge forward with that upper body, creating a nice long diagonal line with the spine. So that feels really good. And you can do that on both sides, sitting up nice and tall. And I'll show you a version you can do out of the car if you don't have space to do this or your hips don't cooperate while seated. I'll show you a version you can do when you stop for gas or at a rest stop. Good, sitting up nice and tall. Beautiful. So those are the exercises I would incorporate just throughout your drive. And I've got one trick that I love that I also wanted to share with you. So this is a massage ball, but a tennis ball would work, a lacrosse ball, a racket ball, anything about this size. I keep it right here in our door or in the glove box, and I use it for massage during long drives. So this helps to release pressure, tension points in your back. So what you do is you take the ball and you just place it between your back and your seat, and you find the tight spots and the knots in your back, and you just slowly massage and roll the ball around. And when you find a spot of tension, just breathe and gently lean into it. Not to the point of extreme pain, just to the point of, oh, okay, I feel that tension. Relax your body around the ball, let the tension release, and then just keep rolling the ball around your back. I like to go right under the shoulder blades and massage out any of those tension points. You can also take it and just kind of roll it along your shoulders here if you're feeling tight up there, and just do what feels good. But this is a trick that I love to have and keep in my car, especially during long road trips. Now, if you have a chance to get out of the car, you're taking a quick break, there are a few exercises we can do and also a couple stretches. So the first I want to show you is just a version of the figure four if it didn't work for you in your car. So you can just sit either on the edge of your car if you have a minivan or a tall car, or here on the edge of your seat, and cross one ankle over the other. Again, find that long, tall spine, and then you're gonna hinge forward into a stretch. So we're not rounding, we're nice and long with our spine. Getting that nice stretch through the hips, and then just release, and then you can do the same thing on the other side. Hinging forward and breathing as you do. Make sure to get those nice deep breaths in, nice long breaths out. Good. And we can also do roll downs, which I highly recommend when traveling. So simple standing roll down like we do in Pilates, standing with your feet sit bone distance apart. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, nod your chin towards your chest, and you're gonna roll your spine forward one vertebra at a time. Letting yourself stretch forward. Don't mind the airplane going by overhead. And then bring your shoulders right back up over your hips. So again, you could do about 3 or 4 of these, just allowing your body to stretch, let your head hang forward, pull your belly button in towards your spine, stacking your way all the way up, finding that nice long tall spine. The next exercise I would recommend is just some leg lifts. So again, blood flowing, some toning for the lower body, and we're gonna work our core in the process. So you either lean on the hood of your car, or I have it right here on my open door, slight hinge forward with the torso, and you're just gonna lift and lower the back leg. And you're keeping your hips squared off to the car or squared off to the surface in front of you, and we're lifting and lowering. So you can do 10 on each side, thinking of length through the spine, strong core, and working the muscles down along the back side of the body. Good. And then of course, movement. Any movement is good. So when you have a chance to take a break, walk around, do some breathing, do some stretching, just move your body, and that will help you to feel your best as you go throughout your travels. So I hope these were helpful for you. Leave a comment to let me know if it was, and let me know how you're going to be incorporating these into your travels this summer. Keep up the good work, keep taking care of yourself, and I'll see you on your mat for a Pilates workout very soon.